our bonus session. Who is anticipating this? Oh my gosh, I'm excited.
I just kept saying like, wow, this is such a gift from God that I didn't know I needed. Like, obviously wisdom, I'm like, okay, I'll gain it over time. But I was just like, I never really knew why I needed wisdom and why it's so valuable and important in everything we do to discern everything that comes, right? And so literally I'm not even joking, every single day throughout this challenge, there was just clarity after clarity and what God was revealing to us through these people that were sharing their story. Within the Wisdom Challenge, he came home one day from his work and he was just like, babe, I've been hearing from God. I just haven't been listening. And so it was just such a cool moment to see like, wow, like he is with us and we just have to stop and listen and have that wisdom to take in what he is calling us to do.
The same wisdom can be heard through many ears. And when there are multiple people speaking, you can hear it through the ear that God's talking to you. So some people really connect with like Caroline Leaf and that scientific, logical, like, oh my gosh, like this makes so much sense because that's how wisdom speaks to your ear. And then some people connected with Michael Dalton because that's how wisdom speaks to your ear. And then some people connected with John Acuff, right? Because that's how wisdom speaks to your ear, right? And the ways in which, and so what I love about how this community, puts on is like, what are all the ways that God can speak to your ear?
That's good.
And are you open to that?
January last year, I was told I would never walk again. And on the 28th of March last year, woo! I got up and I walked by mistake for the first time in 11 years.
I don't even know, I don't even know how that happens. Did you guys hear that? She literally just jumped out of her chair and said a few months ago, after 11 years in a wheelchair, she stood up and walked by mistake.
I need the principles of Jesus to prepare me not only to overcome the challenges of the world, but to share God with the world, to share what he's given me to say to other people. Most of all, that he's glorious, but share all the rest too.
I'm just so thrilled with the connection. And, that has been one of the things in my journey is there are people in the kingdom, there are people in this 100X acceleration family that they know this part, they know this part, they know this part. And it is about getting connected with other like-minded people that God is going to use them to help you do what he needs you to do in the kingdom. And that is why the body of Christ is the most amazing place to be connected to. And if you don't know Jesus, get him.
Come on.
Give Jesus my loaf and my fish. Give him what's in my hand and watch him multiply it for his glory. Don't despise small beginnings, my sisters, my brothers. Don't despise the small beginnings. I feel like I'm in a 2 a.m. infomercial in 100X. But wait, there's more. Every time I think that I know, it's like, but wait, there's more. The family rooms and even the Wisdom Challenge, the free Wisdom Challenge every single day. God blessed me. Tressa was on and she was sharing. And Pedro dropped a word that day and he talked about the favor that's on women right now in entrepreneurship. And something, that was the first day that I woke up and felt almost human since before the new year had started. So 9 days into the new year. And I was like, okay, I'm in. And I didn't have the money. I really didn't. Doing that was worth it. And something lit inside of me that I was like, okay, it's time for me to do this thing.
Just like Holly and I challenge each other all the time. And we'll tell each other, we're talking about, a program or running this and like, well, why haven't she done it yet? And we start fighting for our weaknesses. And she calls me out and I get to call her out. It's sometimes a little bit passionate and fiery, but it's good. But our biggest thing is we have to fight daily for the people that are going to help us achieve and help us speak into the real people that we are. Not just, we're not just going to be a placeholder or just be, stagnant in this world. Like, we want to make a difference. And we also have to realize that there's an action step of surrounding ourselves with a mindset and a group of people that are going to help us get there every day.